So it is Nissa week, still. I know, it's a whole week, it lasts a whole week long, and sadly it can't last longer, it can only be a week. So today, for our craft magic, we're going to be whipping up one of these. Okay, yeah, I know it looks just like a forest card, but it's not just a forest card. It's even better than a forest. It is a little notebook! And the coolest part is you can put whatever card you want on the front. But yeah, check it out. You can totally keep track of your life scores and whatever you want on it. So yeah, we're going to be making one of these ones today, and it's a lot easier than you think. Like seriously, you probably have all the supplies you need at your house right now, because I'm pretty positive everyone has some extra mana cards lying around, or extra different magic cards, or whatever you want to use, and you could totally make this because there's not a lot of stuff. The supplies you're going to be needing today are a couple of magic cards, about 3. I'm going to be using just plain forest because my CraftMagic budget does not allow me to use the cards I'd like. Like having a Nissa cover would be the most amazing thing ever, but I don't even have a Nissa to play with, so forest it is. You're also going to want a whole bunch of computer paper, just the regular thickness. It'll work perfectly. You're going to want embroidery floss or string of some sort, the stuff you can get in lots of different colors. We're going to be using green because it'll match perfectly with our forest, and look, it matches with our outfit so fantastically. It's awesome. So computer paper string, a needle, preferably one with a big hole in the end because it makes it easier, and it needs to be slightly pointy because you're probably going to be wanting it sharp so you can poke through the paper in the cards. You'll also be wanting some glue. I just have a regular glue stick and it should be good enough. If not, use something stronger like tacky glue or Mod Podge, or you shouldn't need super glue. It should stay pretty well with just the regular glue. And you're also going to want something to cut your paper with. I have here a nice slicey cutty paper machine because I do a lot of cutting paper when I do my scrapbooking and stuff like that, so I have one. But basically all you need is something with a ruler and something that can cut. If you have a pair of scissors, they'll work fine. Just make sure you use a ruler so you can measure and try and get things straight. And honestly, if things aren't perfectly accurate, it'll be okay, and the notebook will turn out just fine, and I'll just have a little more character, which is perfectly acceptable, and it makes it even better. I also have, so this is my cutting blade. I also have a scoring blade that I might be using. I'm not sure, but basically just to help fold things, which should be easy enough as it is. What we're going to do first is cut our pieces of paper to the right size. Now, when you're making a book, you have to remember that when you open it, you want the pages to be able to fit inside, so you're going to make them twice as long this way so they'll be able to fit. So, since magic cards are the regular standard playing cards, 2.5 by 3.5, I'm cutting my paper to be 4.5 this way, so that's 4.5 by 3. And now when you look at that, it'll be able to fit perfectly inside, and it'll have some allowance on the edges like that, so that it will it won't go over the edges, and it'll all be protected by the cardboard cards that we have. So yeah, cute little fold. This is half, so you fold the pages in half, and then look how cute they'll fit. They're gonna fit a whole really cute inside there. So basically you're going to want to cut out as many as you want pages. Well, half as many as you want pages, because 1 page, 2 page. So if you want to do like a 100-page book, you got to cut out 50 of these. Now they're not too bad because they're pretty small. Once you have all your pages cut, what you're going to do is fold them all in half. Seriously, just fold them in half. And then you're going to make these things called signatures. And all a signature basically is a whole bunch of folded pieces of paper stuck together like this and put together like that. So I'm just going to finish folding these, and then I'm going to be making signatures with 10 pages in it. That way they're a little thicker, and I think it'll work better with what I'm wanting to do. So that's 4, here's 5. And I've already folded another 5 pages, so we'll just stick it in there. And so now you have a cute little signature with 10 pages, so when you fold it in half, it'll be like 20. And basically do that 4 more times and you'll have your 100 pages. Time lapse, time lapse, time lapse, time lapse. So, what I have here is 100 pages worth of paper. Which were 100 pages worth of dollars, but that would be, oh well. So what I have here is my 5 signatures. And now what we're gonna do is get a ruler. No, we don't need a ruler for this. Basically what we want to do is we want to mark a place where we can put 2 holes in our signatures on the edges. So let's just grab a pin. So let's see, probably these don't have to be exact. If you want to use a ruler, you can measure it and make it look a lot nicer, but just about a ½ inch-ish, quarter inch, however much that is, roughly, in from the edge on both sides. And now, once you have those all marked, what you're going to do is use your needle and poke holes through all 10 sheets of paper in each signature. It's important that you get through all of them because when we thread everything, the string is going to be going through there to hold it to the cover. So yeah, basically just use your needle and poke a hole in every single piece of paper twice. Alright, so now that you have all your holes poked in your papers, all of them, all the way through, we're going to work on the cover. Now basically we want to fold this magic card around these things. So what we're going to do is make a mark where we want to do that. And I decided I want the magic back on my spine of my book showing on the outside, so I'm going to be bending it this way. So basically all we do now is just score these little guys. If you don't have a score, you can use a ruler or something. You just need to be able to fold it, and the scoring will help you fold it easier. Alright, so then basically you just have that line to bend your magic card on. It makes it nice and straight. That's sweet. Alright, so this is going to be the spine of the book. And the cards all fit right inside there. Look at that. Look how cool that is. This is going to work. It's always a good thing when my projects work out. Alright, so now that we have our spine done, we're basically going to want to poke holes through the spine where they are in the pages. That way when we basically tie and string these pages onto there, they'll be able to fit in easier and it'll look really good. So I'm going to use my needle and basically just poke through those, find out exactly where I want them, and go for it. Alright, so now that we have one set of holes, it'll be a lot easier to get the other ones in. Divide it by 5. You need to make 5 holes all the way through here, and then line them up with the 5 holes through here. It should be pretty easy. Alright, so once you get, basically just poke 5 holes across the bottom area, 5 holes across the top, and we'll be able to thread everything up. Alright, so once you have your needle threaded, I like to basically make it twice as long and then tie a knot at the end so I won't accidentally pull out all the hard work I've been doing and make myself look like a fool on my YouTube channel. I try to prevent that as much as possible, usually. Sometimes it works, sometimes, most times it doesn't actually, it doesn't actually work. So what we're going to do is take one of our signatures of paper we have, and we're going to, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. Let's do it this way. We're going to, so it folds in like this, and you want to come up like that, and then feed it through the top one. So look at that cute little line of green. It's going to be adorable. Then, in your forest spine cover, go through the top and come out on the bottom. There you go. And I would put it back through this guy just for good measure. There we go. Oh, that's going to look really cool on the back too. Alright, so then go back through the top, but only go halfway. Right? No. Go all the way through the top. Okay. Alright, so once you have it knotted on the back, then just thread it through halfway, so just through this guy, knot it again, and then cut your string. That way any extra trailings will be on the inside instead of on the outside where all your stuff is. So, alright, that is really cool. It's actually working. Awesome. So, now that you have your cute little book with the spine, you can't leave it without a cover because, yeah, that would be totally lame. So, we're going to take my forests and basically just glue it to these two flaps. It's going to be perfect. So, just use a little bit of glue on the edge. Yeah, which one do I want to be with that one? Okay, so let's go a bit of that. Put in here. A little bit of glue on the edge. Just, you know how glue sticks work. Everyone here has at least passed kindergarten, I hope. Alright, Nissa, so what do you think? Do you think this is a good way to keep track of your life's total? Yeah, I agree. It is pretty friggin' sweet. I really like how it turned out. And there's tons of pages, so you're not going to run out of it anytime soon. And you know what? No one else is going to have anything like it. Seriously. And you don't have to do forests. You can do whatever MTG card you want. Even foil. This would look really good with a foil one. It would. But yeah, seriously, these things are super easy to make. I mean, it takes a little bit of time and a lot of paper folding, and hopefully you don't accidentally stab yourself with a needle. But you can do this. It's really easy and simple to make. So let me know what you think of this craft in the comments below and what card you would put on the front. I think if I could pick any card, cost not worrying about cost, I would go with a foil copy of, I don't know, Underworld Cerebus, because I really like that card art. And I like three-headed dogs because Greek mythology is one of my favorite things, and that card just makes me laugh so much. I like it a lot. Maybe that one, or maybe the Black Sweeper with Phoenix, Erebos, and Farika all on the cover, because the art on that one is sweet. Or some promos. Or maybe just full art lands. I think this would look good in some mountains. Full art mountains. Foil. But anyway, let me know what cards you would put on the front of yours in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe for more.